Hello fellow boys, Mr. Smith here, head of school. Just want to do a quick video really to accompany an email that's being sent to your parents about what we're doing as a school in terms of the work that's going up in the classrooms and the expectations that we have and how we're trying to really plan going forward while the school is still closed. Now obviously as a school we are really passionate about you as individuals. We're passionate about you being well-rounded men that are able to go out into society and not just survive but to thrive in absolutely everything that you do. And that means that we're passionate about you being enterprising, being resilient, about investigating faiths and worldviews and really instilling things in your character that help you demonstrate that you can really achieve and go on to be the best that you can possibly be. And part of that, of course, is your academic success. It's making sure that in Fulham Boys School, you are able to succeed academically as well as you possibly can. And that continues during this time while the school is shut and while you are at home. You may have noticed that we have said to parents, and you've probably heard as well, that we're not doing any live learning, which means that you're not having any opportunities to sit at home and seeing your teacher teach you face to face with your whole class together. Now the main reason for that is that we believe that there are other ways to make sure that you can be academically successful and actually progress further in your studies. So what we're trying to do and develop, and you would have seen this with some of your teachers, is some pre-recorded messages. It might be a PowerPoint where a teacher speaks over the top of that PowerPoint to explain what's going on. It might be a video that comes before your lessons and the resources that you can listen to and it's explained to you. It might be some feedback given to you, which is verbal and it's a little script that you can listen to. Now the purpose of this means that you can pause it. You can go back to the beginning. You can revisit things that you didn't quite understand, and you can develop your understanding over time, which you wouldn't be able to do during live learning. So we're going to try and make sure there's far more pre-recorded messages up there for every subject and every year group to ensure that you can engage in what's going on at that time. Another thing we're looking to do, which will start next week, is tutor time. So we do understand that it's really disappointing being at home and not being able to interact with some of your friends like you would usually do, certainly not seeing some of your teachers and not having that opportunity just to let off some steam and see some other people. So we're planning every single day between 8:30 and 8:45 an opportunity for you to join with your form, which means you see your tutor, you see some of your peers, your friends, and you get to talk, you get to engage with one another before you start any of your studies for that day. So I'd really encourage you, when that information comes out for next week, that you engage in it as much as you possibly can. I just want to end with just a little illustration. I just want to imagine that you plant a seed into the ground. And when you get a seed and you put it into the ground, at the start, nothing happens. I remember that we got one of those gardening kits from the school the other day, and I brought it home to my daughter. She's 6, she loves doing that kind of thing, and we put the seed in the soil and put the soil on the top and we watered it, and the next day she comes down and there's nothing. And we water it a bit again, and the next day she comes down and there's nothing, and this goes on loop for a few days, and eventually you see something. And initially it can be really disappointing, can't it? Nothing is happening, nothing is going on. But you know at some point, as long as there's sunlight, as long as there's water, the seed will germinate and it will start to grow. And as it starts to grow and you see something coming out from the soil, it means that roots are getting embedded in the soil. And that plant, as long as it's looked after, will survive. I think some of you might feel like that a little bit. That you're at home and it feels like just nothing's happening. Nothing's going on. It's hard. Or you might be working really hard, but no one's really noticing. No one's noticing all the hard work you're putting in. Or a few people might be noticing, but you feel like it's not going anywhere. I'm doing things now, but it's not going to lead to anything. I want to assure you that just like that seed grows, you are growing. Every time you click on a PowerPoint, every time you write out an exam question, every time you practice a Google quiz or look at your keywords, or read your book, or make sure you're engaging in the learning that your teachers are setting, you are growing. And when you come back to school, we will see fruit from the work that you are doing now. I want to encourage you to persevere, to be resilient, to be enterprising, and to engage in absolutely everything. There's going to be some things you don't understand. There's going to be some things you find difficult. Persevere, email your teachers, get in contact with me if you need to, okay? And let's do this journey together so that when you come back to school, because you will come back to school and we can't wait to see it happen, you're not just going to survive through the following year, you're going to thrive through the following year. So as I said, this video really is just to encourage you, tell you where we're going as a school, and we do miss you. We miss teaching you. The reason why your teachers went into the profession is that we like teaching. We love it. We love engaging with young people, and we love seeing them flourish and seeing them grow. Okay, so all the best, keep safe, and we will see you soon. God bless.